Good morning viewers. Today we are going to start with a new chapter which name is acids, bases and salts. See, acids, bases and salts, since you are studying since 5th or 6th standard. But at that time you have studied the basic definition of the acid, base and salt. That what acids generally sour in taste while the base generally bitter in taste. So this basic definition you have studied in the lower standard. But here in 10th standard we are going to see another definitions of the acid, bases and salt. Because as we all know that each and every chemicals substance unknown any of the substance we cannot test directly because it may be harmful, it may be dangerous, toxic, etc. right? So how we can check whether the given substance is acid, base or salt in nature without testing? So for that we are having a different kinds of method, out of which one method is by using the litmus paper. If you are going to use the red litmus paper, if red litmus paper is turned into blue, then the substance will be base. Exactly same way, if the blue litmus paper turn into red, then the substance will be acidic in nature, and if there is no effect on the litmus paper, the substance will be neutral, that we can consider as the salt. So this method is also studied in the lower standard, that would be 7th or 8th standard. But there are another methods is also available to check whether the substance is acid, base or salt. That another methods are by using the different kinds of indicator. That indicators may be phenolphthalein, methyl orange, etc. You can also use the universal indicator, etc. And the perfect method to measure the exact pH, that is by using the pH meter instrument. Okay. Now here we are going to start with the some properties of the acids and base. So let's start first of all with the acid. So first of all, when the acid react with the metal, what it will going to be produced? So general reaction we have that when acid going to react with metal, it will always produce salt plus hydrogen gas. Let's see have some example, which is activity you have given in your textbook also. So when you are having the pieces of zinc, add that pieces of zinc into a conical flask and add concentrated sulfuric acid into it. So after adding the concentrated sulfuric acid into zinc pieces, you will observe in the flask that bubbles will coming up. That bubbles is of hydrogen gas, because once the acid going to react with any of the metal, it will always produce salt plus hydrogen gas, right? So the general reaction is acid plus metal gives us salt plus hydrogen gas. Exactly same way, when base react with metal, it will also produce salt plus hydrogen gas. Let's take the reaction. Suppose we are having the base, strong base, sodium hydroxide. When it will going to react with zinc, it will produce sodium zincate, that is a salt, plus same way hydrogen gas going to be evolved. Okay. So acid and base both are giving the similar reaction with the metal. That is, it will produce the salt plus hydrogen gas. Now another reaction of acid. When acid going to react with base, what happened? As you studied in the lower standard also, that whenever the acid going to react with base, it will always produce salt plus water. So here we are having the reaction. Acid means hydrochloric acid, base means sodium hydroxide. When this acid going to react with base, it will produce salt, that is sodium chloride plus water. Exactly the same way, when base going to react with acid, it will also going to produce the salt plus water. Once again we are having the example that base, potassium hydroxide, going to react with acid, that is hydrochloric acid. It will produce the salt, potassium chloride plus water. So when base react with acid or acid react with base, it will always produce the salt plus water, and this kind of reaction is called neutralization reaction. Why? Because salt is neutral in nature. It is neither acidic nor basic. As it is neutral in nature, that's why the reaction is also known as the neutralization reaction. So the second property of acid and base, the reaction is known as the neutralization reaction. Now moving to the third property, when acid react with the metallic oxides. Now metallic oxides means metal oxides. Metal oxides, copper oxide, magnesium oxide, etc. Right? So when any acid is going to react with its metal oxides, what it will produce? It will produce salt plus water. Let's see one example. When magnesium oxide going to react with the acid, here we have taken the acid is sulfuric acid. So it will produce the salt. Salt is magnesium sulfate plus water, right? So when acid going to react with any metallic oxides, it always produce salt plus water. But see, what is the nature of the salt? Here the salt having exact pH 7. Now right now you don't know about the pH. So this topic we will going to continue in our next video, that what is the pH scale and what is the nature of the salt which is produced by the metallic oxides and acid, right? Okay. Same way, when base going to react with non-metallic oxides, then what it will going to be produced? Now non-metallic oxides means what? Non-metals like carbon, sulfur, etc. So it's oxide. Its oxides means carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide. So these kind of non-metallic oxides, when going to react with base, what it will produce? Exactly the same way. It will also produce salt plus water. Let's take one example. Here we have taken the non-metallic oxides is carbon dioxide. When this carbon dioxide going to react with calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide is our base. So when non-metallic oxide carbon dioxide going to react with base, that is calcium hydroxide, it will produce salt, that is calcium carbonate, and water, right? So here we have seen some of the basic properties of acid as well as base. In our next video, we are going to see how much strong acid and base will be there, what is which kind of reaction it will give with water, and next other topics we are going to see in our next video. Till that, stay safe, stay at your home, and thank you, viewer.